You know, I'm having a lot of calls from clients these days, talking about how stuffed they feel, how impacted they feel, how they just feel sort of like caught up in a lot of stuff. And undoubtedly, right now, with the election, which is very nasty, and COVID and everything else going on, there's a lot of negative energy out there. And since we are all energy beings, we are all impacted by all the energy from everything around us. But there's something we can do about that. And I'm going to teach you a technique right now and suggest that you use it every day. And it's simply a protective shield. There's many ways of doing this, so I'm going to give you one right now. And it's just simply imagine yourself with this flow of divine energy coming into you, and you simply say, through the divine in me, I activate a protective matrix around my body and being now. Through the divine in me, I activate a protective matrix around my body and being now. I do that every day, sometimes several times a day. And I imagine it's like a cocoon of energy, a tight matrix that's sort of like vortex, spiritual vortex, energetic vortex, that negative energy can't penetrate. Good energy can. So I suggest you do that because it really helps. It really helps, you know? And even with that, you know, every one of us has biases, and every one of us engages in some form of judgment about something, and about right now a lot of things, a lot of people, even very good people. You know, but I really want to caution you about that. Because the ideal is to be in neutrality. The ideal is to be in a place where everything flows around you, like the rock in the stream, and all the stuff that's going on just flows around you, and you aren't caught up in it, and so you're not judging it. Because when we judge, and I'm as guilty of this as anybody, but when we judge, it lowers your energy vibration. It seriously lowers your vibration. So you're not operating at a higher level of your own self. And that's not good. And it separates your heart from your ego. It's hard to love fully when you're making others wrong. It's really hard to love yourself and hard to love others when you are making others wrong. And the other reason why judging doesn't work is because it closes the door to understanding. Whether you're judging someone because they're liberal, or they're conservative, or they're black, or they're white, or they're yellow, or they're Muslim, or Chinese, or whatever. When you judge, you close the door to being able to understand who these other human beings are. And you know, that prevents us as humans from coming together as a community, which is really important right now. You know, you have your likes and dislikes, that's one thing, but when you judge others, then it keeps you from being part of a community of light, a community of heart, a community that God intends us to have. Community of love. And speaking of God, as you well know, you are never judged by God. So sometimes I get into a thing of like, okay, from the Christ in me, how would I react to this person if I let go of my little mind? Because I know I'm not judged by God. None of us are. No matter how bad I am at times, I'm not judged by God, and neither are you. So, let go of the judging. Practice. It's a daily practice of choosing to look at things from the perspective of the Christ in you. Or more frequently, I'll just say, what would Jesus think of this? And do that. So I'm going to give you a daily practice. Just for today, be conscious of where you are coming from in your thoughts and interactions with others. Be conscious of where your mind is. Are you in your head or are you in your heart? When you're thinking about what's going on in the world, thinking about others. Are you willing to love others even if you don't agree with them? That's important. Okay. So, I want to leave you with a simple exercise. Go into your heart and open your heart. Open your heart wide and feel love. Feel your heart being filled with all the love of the universe for you. And now I want you to take that love and I want you to send it out. Just imagine trails of energy coming from your heart and going out to everyone, especially those who you don't agree with, especially those who you judge. This is about being love, being in the Christ yourself, because this is extremely important right now, dear ones, extremely important. So, I thank you, I love you, be blessed.